The Roaring Twenties are back at this place in Oakland, California. And the offbeat couple that lives here is getting all dressed up for the occasion. The 1920s was the decade of entertainment. So Mike Hamovitz designed a house and a lifestyle in keeping with the Roaring Twenties.
I decided that it would be an interesting job to build a building that looks like a resort built in the 20s in Mexico.
Michael's partner, Paula Vercelis, also lives for an era gone by.
It is a great fantasy. It's a lot of fun.
Inside their 7,000 square foot home, Paula gets into character as the feature presentation is just beginning.
Welcome to the Aladdin Theater. May I show you your seat? Would you like to sit in one of these loungers? I think you'll find it very comfortable.
It's like stepping back in time in this vintage movie theater.
Popcorn?
It's just a loose interpretation of the feeling.
There you go.
And in the 30s, or even in the 20s probably, the film producers had screening rooms in their homes. Yeah, the carpet sort of is a vintage pattern of carpet for movie theaters.
After the screening, the party really gets started. In the outside infinity pool that looks like something you'd see in a Hollywood movie. And the view of San Francisco is breathtaking.
Remember, say in the movies, and a lot of famous Hollywood stars used to have fabulous swimming pools and fabulous resorts at their big houses. And so in a sense, it's recreating that.
They've created a retreat for friends and family to make a splash. And when Michael isn't relaxing in the pool, he has several hobbies that fill his time. One collection is so large, he had to build a museum on the property just to house it.
Every kid wanted to be a cowgirl or a cowboy, and we kept finding these really cute little outfits. And so the collection grew and grew, and we thought, we've got to have a place to put all of these. They're so cute.
Speaking of cute, Michael and Paula also own 2 Sicilian donkeys, Cisco and Pancho. But Michael's real passion can be found in a glass garage showroom. His prized possession is a 1937 Lincoln.
The 30s and 50s are, in my mind, the pinnacle of car design, so that was another interesting feature for us.
And they have all the accessories. Michael and Paula often put on their 1920 Glad rags when they take the car out for a spin.
It is a thing of beauty. When you're driving down the road, 1 out of 4 people notice. But when you're stopped, almost everybody does.
It was Michael's love of vintage automobiles that inspired him to make toy pedal cars. He has a workshop behind the garage for his classic car collection. Every aspect of their life is influenced by the 1920s.
I was inspired a lot by early films, which I started watching when I was pretty much a preteen, and then I collected vintage clothing and loved sort of the fantasy element of it.
The idea of stepping into another reality and just playing in it is something that I've always enjoyed to do. I think that's part of the attraction. And this was a wonderful era, really, in a lot of different ways.
Next, Offbeat America is hooking you up with a trailer that's hitched to a house. And later, imagine relaxing in a heart-shaped tub, nearly 30 feet off the ground.
It's just wonderful.
It's luxury living in the trees. Next.